would always grow greens and tomatoes and potatoes and cucumbers, and we had like the freshest stuff in the neighborhood. And I don't ever remember getting sick. I don't ever remember us struggling with colds and some of the things that the kids deal with on a daily basis. But if you think about it, the ground was so much more rich in nutrients and minerals back then. That's not the case today. Our foods that we eat are depleted of the minerals and the vitamins that we need on a daily basis to get what we need. I mean, we got 63 trillion cells in our body, and there's 300 million that are created every day. And so we obviously need a lot of vitamins and minerals and nutrients to keep us going at a great level. The problem is we've become so used to not functioning at a normal level. We don't even realize how low we are as far as having the nutrients and stuff that we need until we get a boost of something. This could be that something. 9 years ago, the CEO created this company, BK Barreco, because he lost his parents to heart disease and cancer, two absolutely preventable diseases, or illnesses, I should say. Heart disease and cancer is huge. So in order for him to help the next person, you know, most people start businesses because they want to make money. I mean, that's usually what people do. But that's not why he created this company. I mean, his parents were really heavy into Amway. Have you heard of Amway before? Okay. You're probably too young. It's okay. Amway. Cleaning supplies, household products, stoves, pots, pans, stuff that my grandmother, you know, and her sisters really big in. His parents were really big into Amway, and when they passed, he inherited all their money. So he didn't need to start this company for wealth. He didn't need to start it for riches and profit. He started to help people like me and like Jatan and like you and my parents to avoid the things that he went through with losing his parents to heart disease and cancer within a 3-year time span. So again, most complete nutritional supplement that's on the market, you only need a 2-ounce serving of this formula to get everything that you need on a daily basis. I mean, this formula is so powerful that you would have to consume $75 worth of food on a daily basis to get the amount of nutrients and vitamins that are found in this 2-ounce shot. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't afford to spend $75 every day on food to consume to make sure that I'm healthy. And beyond that, the amount of food that you would have to consume to equal the $75, you can't physically eat it. I mean, I'm a fat girl trapped in a skinny girl's body. I love to eat all the time. But there's no way, 55 eggs, 3 cups of peas, 3 stalks of broccoli, 2 large watermelons, 17 ounces of cheddar cheese, 55 mushrooms. I mean, I'm hurting already just at the thought. And I'm not even done. So much food that you will physically have to consume to get the same value that you get in this 2-ounce shot. Well, obviously, he found great success with the older demographic. I'm going to tell you why. There's one thing in this product, main thing in this product that's in the middle of this acronym: vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen. Mangosteen, mangosteen. Powerful, powerful, powerful thing. If you don't know about it, if you've never heard of it, you need to Google it. Mangosteen is one of 8 superfruits of the world. It's found in Southeast Asia. Somebody made a joke a couple years ago. That's why the Asians live so long. It's the absolute truth. It is the absolute truth. It has the most potent level of antioxidants found in this mangosteen. One which is called xanthones. Never heard of this before. You should Google it. Xanthone's sole purpose is to target cholesterol and cancer. And you think about that for a minute. Now, we all in here black, so I don't have to do the whole disclaimer about not being racist or anything, but high cholesterol runs in our families. If you're not struggling with high cholesterol, you know somebody that is. My dad does. My aunties do. My whole left side, my mother's side of the family, they all over 200 pounds. Nobody is everybody double-digit pants-wise, except for me. So we all know about cholesterol. And cancer, the statistics for cancer are phenomenal. As women, we have a 50% chance of being diagnosed with cancer in our lifetime. That's scary. So right now, there's 6 of us in here. 3 of us will be diagnosed with cancer at some time in our life if we haven't already. I have. Men, cancer, 1 in 3. So count it off. 1, 2, you. 1, 2, you. That's scary. But this has xanthones in it, which specifically targets cancer cells and cholesterol. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. So he's seen this great success with the older demographic. Of course, because You know, people my parents' age, that's all they do. They got the little Sunday through Saturday pill cakes, and they got their vitamins, and they dish out their aspirin. You know, he take an aspirin for to prevent heart issues, and he take a fish oil. Some of the stuff he's taking, he didn't even know why he was taking it. He just heard somebody heard him say, or told him that he needed to take. You should take a fish oil. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take a fish oil. I heard you should take an aspirin. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take an aspirin. Probably couldn't tell me why he took some of the other stuff. He was just told that he should. So, of course, the CEO seen great success with the older demographic because they all about that. But he tried to figure out how he can reach other demographics. Now, I don't know about you. I'll speak specifically for me. I don't think about taking vitamins on a daily basis. I mean, it's everything I could do to get out of the house every day and get lunch packed, and I make sure that my baby get her Flintstones. You know, that's a necessity. And then with the jobs and all the opportunities and things that I have and things that I'm working on, I don't think about it. BK knew that. So he said, how can I reach these other demographics? And so he was genius, absolute genius. He took that 2-ounce formula that you need on a daily basis, and he disguised it. He just dropped it into 4 or 5 different delivery systems. Delivery systems that are relevant to us. I mean, what's the one thing that you can think of that is relevant to our demographic? What's never going to go out of style? What do we drink?
Caffeine.
Absolutely. Every single day. Whether it's Red Bull 5-hour energy, whether it's a Pepsi for lunch, whether it's Starbucks in the morning, caffeine is never going away. It's never going out of style. It is a $1 million industry. $1 million industry. In whatever facet that you want to see. You'll never see a Starbucks go out of business. Never. The energy drink industry is estimated to be a $20 billion industry by 2020. That's not a decrease. That's an increase. Major increase. So he took this 2-ounce energy or 2-ounce liquid formula and he put it into delivery systems like this energy drink that we have here. We have 3 different types of energy drinks. We just came out with the juice. You have the juice. She has a juice. We have a tea. We are coming out with a coffee in March. Tea and coffee, after water, they're number 2 and number 3 is the most consumed beverages in the world. So all I have to do is take my money from my left pocket that I spend at Starbucks that gives me no bucks, the gas station, all these other things when I'm already ripping and running anyway. Take it from my left pocket and I put it in my right pocket, a healthier alternative to a necessary product. I don't know about you, caffeine is necessary for me. I mean, I run off of 4 and 5 hours of sleep. I need it. It's my best friend. So transfer my money from my left pocket to my right pocket, purchase something healthier, a necessary product that's going to pay me for sharing it with people. Wow. Now, the bigger picture in this whole thing is, I touched on a few of the products. Some of the products that I left out. We have a weight loss line that's called Body, which is on, you ever seen Extreme Makeover? Weight Loss Edition, Chris and Heidi Powell? Okay, those are the products that they use. Of course, they won't announce that because they don't want it in retail. Their whole marketing strategy is different, so they'll never say on the show, go out and get your body products. That's completely against how BK wanted this whole thing to work. And then we also have a kids line that's called Vima Next. And so my love for this product has caused me to do a lot of research. I understand the difference between a liquid vitamin, the benefit of taking a liquid vitamin versus a pill or chewable. My baby doesn't take Flintstones because her body only absorbs about 35% of that. After it breaks down in her body, she only gets about 35%, whereas with a liquid, she'll get 90. I mean, if you're going to waste your time and put something in your body that helps, then don't you want to get the most out of what you're doing? I mean, that's with anything, right? Right. So liquid is always going to be better. The great thing about this opportunity for me is that I get to share this, which is what we do on a daily basis anyway. We talk all the time. You've seen in the first video about being a connector. We are connectors by nature. So the first time you have a great experience at a restaurant or you see a good movie, when Best Man Holiday came out, it was flooding my Facebook news feed. That's all people was talking about. It's the best movie ever. Oh my God, wait till you see the end. We advertise on a daily basis and never get compensated for it. We never get compensated for the referrals that we give out. Well, now here's an opportunity where I can help people. I can share a product that I found, a company that I love, and then I can benefit from it as well. It was like a no-brainer. That's like a no-brainer. I'm going to end my portion of the speech like this. I was introduced to this opportunity about 4 months ago, around the same time that Jatan was. That was actually my second time that I was introduced to it. The first time I heard about it, I heard about the product. I heard how the product worked, what it was, And it was one of those things where I had an insane moment. You know, I was like, oh, that sounds good. It makes sense. But I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And something different is going to happen. Like, that's insanity. Like, you do the same thing over and over again. You think something different is going to happen. That is the definition of insanity. So I'm going to go to work. And I'm going to make my money. And I'm going to pay my bills. And something is going to happen. Insane. I got introduced again or invited again to come out to an event like this. Same 100 time, went to about 50, 60 people there in this basement. The energy was ridiculous. I mean, the culture was crazy in a positive way. Basement full of young people. No drinking, no smoking, no cussing, positive, talking about their future, retiring their parents. And I'm thinking to myself, if they can see this, if they can do this, then what can I do? Because I have so much experience. I have so many networks. Why can't I share this? My personal story. Why I'm doing this? This thing is so much bigger than the fact that I have 2 kids. I do have 2 beautiful kids. Usually don't ever see my oldest kid because he's, a triathlete, track star, cross-country basketball, always on the go. So it's not only because I have kids. It's not only because my parents are still working. My mother just had an anxiety attack 2 weeks ago on her job because she's so stressed out. Not only because my parents are still working and I'm going to retire them. Not only because I've had this dream for about 10 or 11 years of opening a arts-infused youth center, which this is going to allow me to do that very, very, very soon. And you're going to be there. Not only because of my youth center, not only because of my kids, not only because I need to retire my parents, not only because of this youth center, but it's because it's so much bigger than that. All of the people that we've been able to touch and the lives that have changed health-wise because of this product. My pastor doesn't suffer with sleep apnea anymore. We have people that we know personally whose diabetes numbers went down from 267 to 90, from 413 to 110, blood pressure regulated, people losing weight, who have never had this kind of success with their health ever because of this product. And then this last thing I'm going to tell you, which is, I don't mind getting emotional because that's how much this means to us. It's an emotional connection, and I'll never quit. I'll never quit talking about it. This mangosteen, how powerful it is, and if this doesn't make you a believer, then you one of them see people and we'll see you later, and that's all right. My father was diagnosed with cancer, a rare, aggressive form of cancer in November 2012, very devastating for our family. We had just lost my grandmother, and then like a week or 2 later, we find out my dad's got cancer. Don't know what's going to happen. He's planning for his will, and he's talking about the bills and the whole nine, what he wants to happen with his things. And me being the oldest, I kind of had to take the responsibility of making sure that I knew what his wishes were and that sort of thing, trying to take care of my mother during the whole time, and had surgery to have it removed around Christmas, had to do like 6 rounds of chemo, which I don't know if you have any experience with anybody that has chemotherapy, but it wipes them out. I mean, it takes them a day or 2 for them to even get their energy back. They're nauseated, and my dad's always been healthy as an ox all my life. And so to see my dad go through that, to see my mother go through that with him, like she had to worry about whether she could take time off work and take him to his chemo sessions if he's going to make it home. It was just so stressful. And so after he had his first 6 sessions, then he had to go back 3 weeks later, get his levels checked. And if they weren't right, then he had to do 3 rounds of chemo as a preventative to make sure that it wasn't trying to come back. Well, in the meantime, this last time that he went and had his levels checked, I got my dad on this product. He just takes a regular 2-ounce original formula. He's not into the energy drinks. He doesn't really care about the juice or the tea. He just takes the original formula, which is great because that's where the power is, in the original formula. Got him on this product. He'd been on it about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. He went back to have his levels checked to see if he needed 3 more rounds of chemo, and my dad's levels are normal. I attest that absolutely to the power of that mangosteen that has been making sure that those cancer cells do not take root in my father's body. If that's not enough, I don't know what else to say to you. Nothing else that anybody else can say today could make it click for you about the power of this product and how it's changing people's lives. And so for me, it's a no-brainer. It will always be a part of my life. Hopefully, Damon is going to talk a little bit, finish this up about the opportunity, and we're going to close this whole thing off. Damon is